Today in this video I'm doing a quick review for this grow light here, which is sold on Amazon.com. Link will be in the description below. If you want to know the current price, go ahead and click that link. So I'm going to get right into the technical parts of this light. This is a USB powered light. Plug it into a computer or any kind of USB charger. It is an all red and all blue LED, and the red LEDs are phosphor coated, so it gives you a broad spectrum of red light, and the blue LEDs are monochromatic, which means it's putting out light in a single wavelength. So anyone who is a plant-ophile out there, you understand what that means. But for the average person, the average buyer, don't worry about it. But it has a function on the power cord here, which is a remote for the light. And the remote is to control the different functions. You have on and off, timer, brightness level, and mode. So you can turn the LEDs on or off, so like red or blue, or red and blue. So if you push this power button, it's going to come on for the last mode that it was in. If you push the timer function, you have 3 hour, 9 hour, and 12 hour, and it's going to blink once for the first setting, twice for the second setting, and 3 times for the third setting. The refresh button here, as you can see, if I push that, it goes to all red, all blue, or red and blue, and then the brightness level, if you hold this down, is going to dim down in increments all the way down to where it's only using less than a watt of power. And hold it again, it's going to go all the way up to full brightness, which is consuming 11 watts from the wall. So that's the timer function. I would have liked to see this light have a power cord option, a regular 120 plug-in, at least with a transformer on there, but it doesn't come with that, unfortunately. It has a clamp here, which is for clamping onto a tabletop or a windowsill or a desk. It has about a 2-inch opening on here, and it clamps down really, really tight. This is not going anywhere. These will bend in any direction. You put them in any position you want to put them in. Most of the cases, you're probably just going to have them both over one light, or one plant, I mean. So this is really good for, if you want to do just a small amount of seed starting, or if you are growing a tiny house plant. This is a succulent. This is a jade succulent, I believe. But if you're looking to grow something like a miniature bonsai tree out of a succulent like this light's going to work perfectly for that, especially since you can turn it on only blue, which means that you're going to be able to control the node spacing and have tighter node spacing, which is what you want on bonsai trees. However, this light here it's mainly a supplemental light. This is not putting off a whole lot of light, so you're not going to grow much more than like some microgreens, a tiny tabletop herb garden. But if you're using it as supplemental lighting for house plants, so if you have a room that just doesn't have enough artificial light or supplemental light from a window, and you want to grow something in that room, just get a little light like this, and that's all you really need. But mainly this is used for flowering plants. So if you are growing something like a Christmas cactus or a certain kind of cactus or any kind of plant that flowers, this light is really good for that. It's going to give you a lot more flowers. It's going to get a better coloration in the leaves and everything. So that's mainly what this light is used for. So you can actually take this off and set it on something. The clamp, I mean, you can set it on the table and you can bend these lights and it will balance and it will stay put without having to clamp it on something. I wouldn't recommend doing that because it's not particularly stable, but it can be done. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my power meter and show you the power output for this light with some measurements. It's not going to be a whole lot, but some people out there are probably asking about that, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. Alright, so right now we are at about 2 inches from both of the lights at the same time, and we're getting about 168 micromoles, which is plenty of light to grow a lot of stuff, actually. So we're going to raise it up to, we'll go to 4 inches here. So right now we're at about 4 inches, and you can see we are still getting about 120 micromoles. It's about 6 inches right there. And we're still getting about 83. So we'll go one more increment. Let's say we'll go all the way up to a foot. Okay, so we're at about a foot here, and it is at about 30 micromoles of light. So this is actually pretty impressive. We're only using 11 watts from the wall. That's actually putting out quite a bit of usable light for plants. Perfect just perfect for small house plants or small bonsai trees, or even just a small amount of seed starting or microgreens, small tabletop herb garden. Just wanted to put that out there so anyone who wants to get something tiny like this, who doesn't need a whole lot, it's kind of an all-in-one thing. And of course the function on here is also really nice. So that's really about it for this review. I hope that was helpful for some of you who may want to purchase something like this. It works really well for supplemental lighting, and that's why I got it. So any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as I can, and thanks for watching.